Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song by My Baby's Guns N' Roses by Brantley, Gilbert. And it starts off with this cool little intro lick. But if you want to play along with the recording, I'm kind of working off a live cut here of him playing it. And it sounds like he's detuning the guitar. So tuning the guitar down a half step. So kind of going to E flat, B flat, G flat, D flat, A flat, and E flat. Although your tuner may say D sharp and A sharp and F sharp and C sharp and G sharp and D sharp. But we're just going to kind of work this lesson in standard tuning. And it does start off with this cool little intro lick where you can play 5th fret on the D string, and then kind of slide that down to 4th fret on the D string, and then play 4th fret on the D string. That's kind of the slide down to 2nd fret on the D string, and then 2nd fret on the D. And I'm kind of digging on working this as a pull off to open. So I'm kind of playing that note and then my finger fall off the string to open D, and then open D, and you may want to work that as a hammer on back to 2 on the D, and then going 2nd fret on the A. So if you want to kind of follow those notes, you go 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, oh, 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 2, 2, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, oh, 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 2, 2. If you kind of dig on that. Or you could even back that up with little pieces of the chords, kind of working some thirds. So you could work 5th fret on the D string with 7th fret on the A string. It's kind of like a little E minor chord. And kind of follow that lick. And then when you do the slide down to 4th fret on the D, you may want to add in 5th fret on the A string. Kind of a little piece of a D chord. And then from the D, you can take that shape and slide it down to 3rd and 2nd. So I'm kind of adding in A string notes to kind of back that lick up. And then you can kind of work that 2nd fret on the D string and pull off to the open D. And then kind of work that 2nd fret on the A at the very end. So if you wanted to, you could back it up with little thirds. Kind of a E minor, D, D, C, C, open D, C, B, E minor, D, D, C, C, B, kind of working it that way. Or you could even use some power chords to kind of back that up by doing an E5 power chord with 1st finger on the A 7th fret, 3rd finger on the D 9th fret. It's kind of the E5 idea. And then for the D idea, you could take that shape and slide it down to 5th and 7th on the A and D. And then from the D5, you could kind of take that shape and slide it back to a C5, actually kind of an A string 3rd, 5th fret on the D string kind of idea. And you hear that especially in the verses, actually kind of working just those hits, kind of that E, punctuations, and you may want to just work just downs on Or you could back that idea up with bigger chords. And you could start on an E minor chord. We play E minor. First finger goes to A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the D 2nd fret, and if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord and it sounds really sad. Now you may also want to add in the 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, I'll work that as an E minor 7. And then for the D note, actually we could work that as a D major chord. We could do 1st finger on the G 2nd, 2nd finger on the high E 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, and if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord and it sounds really happy. Around D's in general, it can be kind of cool to lift the 2nd finger and make that a D suspended 2nd. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E 3rd for a D suspended chord and kind of sing some stuff around D. And then from the D, we'll be going to a C major chord when we play C major. 1st finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E, oh, the beautiful sounds of C major. Now you may also want to think about lifting off the 1st finger, making that a C major 7, or you could add in the pinky on the B string 3rd for a C major 9 and kind of say some stuff around C. Or another way to play C major 9 would be doing 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the A 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, kind of working that for your C major 9. And you may want to work just downs actually through that intro, kind of an E minor 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, B, C. Doing a little bit of muting with the right hand, kind of an 8 down count on each. E minor, D, and if you're fast enough you can get that to work. Or if you're just starting out, you may want to try and half that idea. Kind of an E minor, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of through that intro that kind of becomes our verse. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So if you took the E minor and just tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. Now depending on your level though, as far as speed goes, you may want to think about it as kind of a halving E minor D, and then doing the whole pattern on the C chord. So kind of an E minor, down, up, D, down, up, C, down, down, up. Another strum pattern that I would really lean to, especially through this tune, is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I think would be a lot of fun with the tune is a down, 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 up, down, down, up, 16th note pattern. And what I mean by that is if you take the E minor and do a down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you're doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you'd be doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you'd be going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And what can sound really cool is to do the E minor with the down, 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 up, D with the down, 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 up, and then the C with the whole pattern of that first one. E minor down, 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 D down, 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 C down, 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 up, D, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Or if you're a little bit more adventurous, you can kind of half the pattern between the E minor D by doing a down, 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 up on the E minor, and then going to the D for the up, down, down, down. So E minor down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, D, up, down, down, up, down, up, C. Kind of dig on that feel instead. E minor down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, going into our chorus part. And our chorus starts on the C, but then you'll kind of hear the bass change to a G major, kind of a G note on the low E third. And you could even kind of back that up with power chords actually by doing first finger on the low E third, third finger on the A string fifth for a G5 power chord. So if you're digging on the power chord idea, you could have kind of that C5, G5, D5, E5, kind of working it through the chorus. C, G, D, E5. Or you could back that G note up with a G major chord. And then when you play a G major, first finger goes to A second, second finger on the low E third, and third finger on the high E third. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about putting the third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, kind of working that for your G major. And if you're doing the down, down, up, down, it's almost like you do down, down, up on each of those chords if you're kind of just starting out with that. You have the C, down, up, G, down, up, D, down, up, E minor, down, up, C, down, up, G, down, up, D, down, up, E minor, down, up, C, down, up, G, down, up, D, down, up, E minor, down, up, C, down, up, G. And then we end up with kind of a big push on the D, kind of 3 down idea. Or if you're digging on the 16th pattern, then you could kind of half it and just do the down, down, down up on each of those chords. Down, down, D, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, E minor. Or you could kind of split the pattern. C, down, down, up, G, up, down, down, up, down, up, D, down, down, up, E minor, up, down, down, up, down, up, C, down, down, up, G, up, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, down. And then from there, we'll be going back into kind of a little intro return, just kind of our chorus tag. Now, one other thing I think about adding to this song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass for the chord. So on the E minor, you'd have low E for the bass. On the D, you'd have the D for the bass. And on the C, you'd have the A for the bass. So you can kind of work kind of basses into that intro, kind of an E minor bass. Down up D with a D bass, down up C with an A bass, down up, down E minor with a B bass, D with a D bass, C with an A bass, down, down, up. Or if you're digging on the 16th pattern, you could work it as a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down. So you can even kind of work it kind of just the down, 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 up on each one, kind of a bass, down, down, D with a D bass, down, down, C with a bass, down, down, up, down, or you can split it, E minor, down, down, up, D with the up bass, down, up, C with an A bass, down, down, up, down, down, E minor bass, down, down, up, D up bass, down, C with an A bass, down, down, E minor, D, C. So we kind of dig on that idea too. And then we'll be repeating that 3 times for our verse, and then going back into our chorus part. And you could do that with the bass down, up, down, up. And have kind of that C, down, up, G with a low E bass, down, up, D with a D bass, down, up, E minor, low E bass, C with an A bass, G with a low E bass, D with a D bass, E minor, low E bass, C with an A bass, G with a low E bass, D with a D bass, E minor, low E bass, C with an A bass, G with a low E bass. And you know, with kind of that whole pattern on that D chord in the second chorus. Or if you're digging on the 16th, you could have the C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G. We got our whole pattern on that last D in the second chorus. And then from there, we go into kind of a solo bridge part, where we kind of go back to our intro idea, kind of twice, kind of E minor, C, D twice. Oh, well that's a little bit different. All right, sure. Yeah. So then from there, we'd be going into our solo bridge part. And we kind of have our E minor and our C, and then we do a D major. And we go back to the E minor, C, D, and then we almost have kind of a stop time idea, kind of going to an A minor chord. We play A minor. First finger goes to the B on the first fret, second finger on the D second fret, and third finger on the G string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really sad. You may also want to think about lifting off the first finger, an A sus2, or you could add in the pinky on the B third for an A suspended chord, kind of say some stuff around A minor in general. Or what could be kind of cool, especially if you like the C major non-voicing, is to use an A7 sus, where you do first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of work that for that A minor change. And then from the A minor we go back to C, and then we go back to A minor, and then we go back to C, and then we kind of have a build up on that last C chord before we go into kind of a bridge tag, which is very, very similar to our chorus. Now you could also use an A5 power chord if you're digging on the power chords by doing first finger on the low E fifth, third finger on the A7, kind of working that for that A change if you just want to make that really thick on that part. Kind of A5, C5, A5, C5, big build up on the C. Or if you wanted to use the down, down, up, down, up, then you have the E minor, C, D, E minor, C, D. And then we got our stop on A minor, C, A minor, C. And we have that C chord build up at the very end. Or if you're digging on the 16th pattern, you have the E minor, C, D, E minor, C, D, and our A minor, C, A minor, C, and then kind of our C build up. Lead us into a bridge tag, which is almost kind of like your chorus coming back. Kind of C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D. Although it might be kind of cool just to think about down strokes through that part too. C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D. And then we kind of pick it up on our outro chorus. So we have C, G, like I said, if you want to play along with Brantley Gilbert, you want to tune down your guitar a half step. I was kind of working off a live cut of him playing through the song. But that's the basics of how you can strum through My Baby's Guns N' Roses by Brantley Gilbert. So good luck!